What's good, superstars? Back with another digital collecting video. You got Superstar Joe, you got Superstar Rob, and you got Superstar Sean in the building. How's it going, Sean?
What's that?
He's just taking the haymakers. He's just taking no aggression on Sean. But guys, if you are new here, do not forget, become a superstar. Smash the subscribe button down below. Hit the bell notification so you know whenever we post, when we have great guests on, like comics and crypto in the building. Can you believe it? Also, Superstar VIP, $2.99 a month. Hit the join button underneath the video. Join the VIP membership. Get access to all the great perks. We have giveaways at the end of the month. If you're a part of that, you can follow us on X, follow us on Instagram, and join the Discord. The Discord has everything in there. All the projects that we're in, all the projects that you're in that we're not in are in the Discord, but we also have a bunch of fun channels in there and all that stuff. So definitely check out the Discord. I promise you there's something in there that you will enjoy. Rob, Sean, how you guys doing?
I'm good. Sean, how you doing?
Amazing. Yeah. Thanks for having me, guys.
Absolutely. Thank you for coming on. We'd love to have you on our channel anytime. We've done this before, and we're glad to be able to do it again. Guys, make sure you follow Comics and Crypto. You got them on YouTube. You can find them on Twitter, X as well. You guys got to follow these guys. I mean, they are legends. I mean, pretty sure most of our viewers, at least at this point, if you're active in the community in January of 2024, you know who Comics Cryptos are. Maybe down the line you're watching this video, you got to definitely give them a follow. You got your comic book experts right here. So, yeah, absolutely, guys, give them a follow. Sean, I think we've asked this before, but like, how have you evolved, I think, in the space? You know, today's topic is going to be about our favorite things about a bunch of different project diversifications. Both of us really started with veve. How did you end up evolving into these new projects? What was drawn to all these other projects that you now track as well?
It's so wild because it all started with comic books. I've always been into comic books, but investing in comic books started around like 2015, 16 or so. And until I met Spencer backpacking in Europe, he introduced me to crypto and NFTs like around 2019, 2020 maybe. Actually, no, wait, yeah, 2019, 2018, somewhere around there. And then, so then I was teaching him about investing in comic books. And literally for 6 months, we were teaching each other about investing in comic books and investing in the digital space. And then we found veve. Like, it was meant to be. It was crazy. Yeah, it was wild. And then I was learning about first appearances and all this like licensed IP. And I'm like, wait a minute, this all makes sense where the world's going. It's going, so everything's going digital. This is really probably going to catch on when the technology catches up. And then it's just like a positive domino effect, you know? Then you start meeting people in the community, and then they start introducing you to new things and new projects and new companies, and they're building awesome stuff. And then you hear about like, you know, Candy Digital and then Cryptoys and all these awesome companies that are popping up and doing amazing things. And then I learn about, you know, physical media collectibles like collecting VHS tapes. It's a thing now. And it's always been a thing, but now it's like an actually serious investment, and sealed media in general. So it's just wild. It's just wild, like being able to get involved in all these things. Because I actually was only in the comic books, investing and collecting in comic books up until veve. But after I got involved with veve, I started diversifying in everything. Like, this background would not be what it is right now if it wasn't for veve. And I can 100% give credit to that.
we need to upgrade our backgrounds, but I mean, a little bit
Put before. A poster too, huh?
Hey, maybe we need a little James Bond poster right here, right?
Maybe this one.
But what's it called? I was gonna say before we jumped on here, we were talking a little bit about your travels early on. It's almost kind of like something similar that's happening right now, where we're used to growing up in where we grew up, and then you kind of branch off and you wander around and you meet new people. You were just saying it. Yeah. You met new people. You met Spencer overseas, and I mean, that's kind of what's happening here. I feel like in the digital space, at least for me and Rob, we're spreading our wings. We're traveling around the NFT Web3 space, and we're meeting all kinds of cool and awesome people. And that's one of the really big attractive parts of trying out different projects and enjoying them. But there's so much to them. And I mean, everybody has their own reasons. There's some people who like certain things, don't like other things. You guys seem to like everything, kind of like us, where we're just like testing it out. Like, what do we feel like on this day? Major IP obviously is something that we definitely track over here. So it's gonna be cool to hear what you think. I think I've seen Rob pulling up different projects. Maybe we'll talk a little bit about each one individually, because we know you're in a lot of the same ones that we are.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, I can pull them up, but I just want to echo that. Like, I think one of the main, and we met obviously in Decon. We met in person. I think one of the beautiful things about this space in general, that we're going to call it the Web3 digital collectible space. It's a niche within the Web3 space because it's so big. There's so many things. is that you get the personal, experience as well of meeting people. We love meeting people that we've interacted with online who also share the same joy, participating in these projects. But just a side question, and this is something that I just don't remember the answer to, but I think you've mentioned it before. What made you start this, like the comic spreadsheet? Were you guys just doing that for yourself and then you shared it with the community, or did you actually want to build this for the community? Where you showed like, this is this collectible, this is the real physical value, this is the number, the min size, whatever you had on that sheet. It's been a while since I've looked personally, but it was amazing, especially in the hype of all this. Like what inspired that?
It really just came down to helping educate the viewers and the people in the community, because we were on Facebook and we were writing some of our ideas out before we started the podcast. And I could get a sense of the community not really understanding that comic books are valuable. Like a lot of comic books have sold for millions of dollars, and a lot of people didn't really know that. Or the significance of like Spider-Man first appearance. The collectibles didn't sell out when they first dropped. And a lot of people are like, well, no one cares, right? Well, they definitely do care, and they eventually did sell out, and we've seen where the prices have gone. So creating a spreadsheet when comics were announced, we wanted to create a spreadsheet to keep organized for people to reference and kind of give them just the basic information that they can just run with and just start to learn themselves. And I'm super impressed with this community, man. They've done a lot of research. They're starting to understand these comics that dropped, and I keep saying, like, keep looking out there. What hasn't come yet? What's still on the horizon? So there's still a lot of cool stuff that's coming, and so I'm happy to see that resonated with people a lot, and they were able to use that tool to learn and grow as investors and collectors.
I think that what you guys did was actually a big reason in the education of the community right now. I think that nobody can underestimate that the work that you did actually taught almost the entire community who didn't have a comic book background on the value of these things, not only in the physical world, but obviously the potential relationship between the physical and the digital potential for those who are looking for that. So I think the work that you did was massive on that. And I don't know.
Thanks, Rob. Thank you.
I don't know if you realize that. If you guys actually,
I never heard it in such a kind way, man. Thank you. That really means a lot.
No, it's true. I mean, even when we first joined, I mean, we're not comic book guys, and we were looking for whatever resources we could find. And between you and Sleepin's VV Rank websites, and it was cool to learn that you guys were actually buddies and friends, because obviously people thought it was competitive at one point, and it wasn't. It was always a friendship. You're wearing the hat right now. There you go. But I mean, between you two guys, I think you guys did a lot for Vivi. Like you guys in your own way made it an attractive space, just and having that category really stand out. I think you guys really brought that to the forefront. I mean, without that, I think maybe it might have been like the posters are right now, right? Because people don't understand how much a poster is worth or what the value of it is. I think you Sleepin, and whoever that was there early on, I think Boodle was another one doing it on Twitter. But yeah, you guys brought a focus there. Now it's almost like there's two categories, even though there might be more than that. But I think you guys helped shape that. So I mean, kudos to you guys for sure.
Which you probably can't tell us right now, which probably makes sense why there's some kind of partnership happening to you and VU going to be announced tomorrow. Maybe they recognize that as well, which may lead to that partnership. But I'll assume we're gonna wait till tomorrow to hear about that surprise.
Yeah, we'll definitely hear about it tomorrow. I'm excited for the video to drop. It's gonna be a lot of fun. A lot of fun.
Cool.
Yeah.
We're excited for that. So we'll start off with the first project, which we know you're actively involved in. Oh, go ahead, John.
I will say though, the video tomorrow, our involvement is purely on the announcement. It's purely based on the announcement. So we're not actually involved in what's going on that's going to be announced, but we're just involved in the announcement. Yeah.
Gotcha. Cool. Okay, that sounds really cool. We have our speculation on that. We'll see. we'll see what happens. So first one is Cryptoys. We love Cryptoys. I'm often in the Cryptoys Discord saying Cryptoys is the best because I can give you a long list of reasons, but I'm very attracted to the fact that you're getting fully rigged, gamifiable collectibles. Their roadmap is filled with all sorts of utility. They have some of the best IP in the world, which we care about with the Flow blockchain in the background. So, I mean, this is my reasons that I've shared on this channel to many in Superstar Nation repeatedly. But I want to know from you, what was it that attracted you to Cryptoys that made you start following that project and now being an official ambassador for Cryptoys?
Well, I definitely the quality of the product. It's so cool. It's really impressive. The animations, the unboxing experience, it is awesome. It's really top notch. And having a chance to speak to Will and having him on our podcast and getting to know Steph, the leadership team is amazing, and they are awesome people. Awesome people. Yeah, I'm just really excited for to see that company evolve and to see the things that they're developing, seeing a marketplace in there so we can talk about prices. And it's going to be fun, man. It's going to be really fun. And seeing the gamification side, like it's already lined up. It's happening. It's going to happen. It's so cool. Yeah. And all the amazing partnerships that they have. I mean, they have Marvel and Disney. I think Disney is the only other company that I know of outside of the digital pens that's working with in Web3 is Cryptoys and veve, which is amazing. That's incredible. That says a lot.
It's cool, and they got like a lot of things coming. I mean, they got some unique things coming as well, like the AI aspects that they were talking about. So, I mean, like imagine just talking to your toys or talking to your collectibles and having that conversation, having your kids, because they have all the Chat Guardian stuff coming.
Yeah.
So that's going to be really exciting to see where they bring that. I think also they're going to kind of lead the way in some of those places. Like maybe they'll be able to push that, and that opens the door for veve or for McFarlane to do something similar, and starts to grow the space. I mean, it's like when the internet came out and people would innovate something and then everyone else would copy or follow suit and open up the doors and make it a real life thing. So, I mean, that's another reason why we like to track multiple projects. I think that's one of the benefits of Cryptoys is that they're going to have a little bit of a different spin on things and bring that up. But very cool that we're all able to participate as ambassadors on that project. And
definitely.
We can't. I mean, it's made our friendship closer for sure. That's
heck yeah. And they're also different. Like veve and Cryptoys and even McFarlane, Candy Digital, they're all different. And that's what's really fun about all this. Like you can support all projects. It's okay. You don't have to be a favorite to one. And I appreciate that the community starting to understand and appreciate that more. In the beginning, it was more like pick your alliance.
Yeah, it was Harry Potter. You were getting sorting hats.
Dude, that's a great analogy, dude. That's great. That's spot on. Yeah.
You know what? I love what you said, and I agree with you. The tribalism that's involved sometimes with some of these projects, and that is littered all over Web3. It's not just digital collectible communities. All over Web3, you sometimes see this tribalism. It's not really a good thing. It actually may turn people off from your project. But I love what you said about the executive team and the leadership team, because they are absolutely great people, but they're not just great people. They have a lot of experience before Cryptoys building companies. They also have extremely they're well-organized machine. You're an ambassador. We've dealt with them on that more intimate level, and they do things by the book. They do things properly when they do their deals. They're definitely not playing around, and this is not their first rodeo. So I love for me, it increases my confidence on their ability to deliver on their roadmap, because I see that process within their company. They've built processes within their company that allows them and enables them to actually be able to achieve their goals, if that makes sense. So
yeah, absolutely. And it shows with the partnerships they have. They have amazing brands. And especially, I have to keep going back to Disney, because Disney is so sensitive with who they choose to collaborate with and partner with. And man, when they announced that, I was like, okay, let's go. So deserving. Yeah. And especially in this space too, right? Web3, it's so new, and they're still trying to figure it out. So they're extremely sensitive, more than usual, when it comes to their partnership. So that's a really big deal.
You guys were on to them early. I think when we were prepping for our interview with Will, we found one from you guys like months before that. So, I mean,
cool.
Kudos to you guys for exploring and finding these guys even before they announced Disney. Before, I think you were talking about them during the Motu job or something like that. Maybe that early on. So, I mean, that's really cool that you guys were able to catch them early on, and it's cool to see how far they've come since then, right?
100%. And it's awesome that we're all ambassadors now and super involved. It's awesome. Yeah.
So speaking of Disney, I don't know if you have access. Do you have an iPhone?
Right now, do I have an iPhone?
Well, do you have like this is an iOS only
app right now? Yeah.
Right. Is it only iOS? Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we love Disney Pinnacle, and again, we're like you. We're really drawn to big IP projects. Now this one's special. It's Disney Pinnacle. Okay, it's not Cryptoids with Disney IP. It's not veve with Disney IP. It is Disney Pinnacle by Dapper. Dapper is an insane leader in the space.
Yeah.
Talking about an insane executive team. Now it is only on iOS, unfortunately, and there's a wait list. So even if you have iOS, you download the app, not everybody has been given access yet. So we haven't seen it to its fullest capacity. There you go. So you don't have access. So it might be hard to answer this, but like just give us your thoughts.
It might be a good thing that you don't have access because I've been spending all my Web3 money on this platform right now. All of it.
Joe made us broke. Joe made us broke.
You know, I was really excited to see this because it continues to validate my feelings about Disney and their belief in the space. You know, and that's the biggest thing about it. The product looks fantastic. And again, it's different. It's different than veve, different than Cryptoys. It's the pins. It's focusing. Is it focusing entirely on pins? I think it is, right? Yeah. I mean,
but it's something that because we've been in veve and we've seen how that went, we have the experience now that we're speculating like crazy on this. Like, oh, this is the first pin that dropped. Oh, this is the first set that dropped. Oh, this is the first. Yeah. So that might not even be what they want to do. That team's been silent. They have not talked to anybody. They haven't said anything. We have like some minimal interaction with their product team in our Discord. Actually, Alan, shout out to Alan. He's been in our Discord a few times, talking to the people in there. But I mean, it's been quiet. They've allowed us to speculate, and I think that's almost been a bad thing for us because I mean, now we've been in the space so long that I don't know if it's your degen belt or whatever you get, but we have been super degenning, and it's crazy, and it's just I'm not a pin guy. I've never been a pin guy, but now I'm a pin guy. I'm gonna go to Disney in March, and I'm gonna be buying pins because of this.
Oh, dude, that's awesome.
You know, I was just at the Disney resort in Hawaii, and they actually had pins there. I should have. I didn't. You can only get them there. It's Ailani Resort.
Yeah, Ailani. Yeah. Pins are huge at the parks. They're massive. And in terms of investments, I'm not too familiar on the investment side of the pins, but in terms of collectability and popularity, they are through the roof. They've always been popular.
I got 2 of those.
That's awesome. Wow.
Have you seen this app live? Have you seen any videos on it?
Not a little bit, maybe here and there, but not like this. Not full.
Yeah.
Oh,
you got to show them Mickey Mouse. Scroll to the bottom. Scroll to the bottom.
Mickey. We'll go down to the Mickey over here. Take a look at this. Spin them around.
Yeah. So
spin them around.
No,
this is pretty cool. Wow. They shoot up like a little video.
Oh my gosh! What the heck?
So this is from a TV show or something like that. But they had a Maleficent pin that came out, and if you spun it, it did something similar. There's only these 2 so far that do this, and Maleficent's pin is like from what we understand, the first ever Disney clip that's tied to an NFT. Like it's from a movie. So from a Disney film, the first ever clip tied to an NFT is that Maleficent pin, if you were able to go for it or land it. So I thought that was pretty cool detail to have dropped on a show to Alan in the Discord.
Oh, Tiana, that's so cool. Yeah, that's awesome, man. That's a really good point. I love that you said that too, because now that all the data is on the blockchain, people are going to be able to look this stuff up and be able to understand this stuff so much faster. And collectors are going to love it. They're going to love having access to this information. It's a really big deal. Yeah.
So this one here is a Flow blockchain one, and that one's actually like fully open and transparent. So you have people in the community building amazing it's kind of like NFT tracker or ecomi wiki used to be. They're building these amazing data interpreters, so you can see the mint numbers, you can see graphs. I don't know, Joel, if you could pull it up on the back.
I'll pull up diamond thing in the background.
Yeah, it's crazy because it's a Flow blockchain project, right? So it's very transparent in the coding now, and you can track and see everything. It's not all great though, because you may be waitlisted and you can't even participate in it. I mean, it's that early, right?
Yeah, totally. You know, it's interesting, man. Do I have what?
I was gonna say, do you have any of these pins? But then continue your thought.
No, yeah, I'm on the wait list. I never got the email. I know that some friends got the email, but I never got it. I actually need to double check. Yeah, I built the survey. But you know what's interesting, man? I remember the Superman drop. I was actually at Disneyland with Roth and Kevin, and that was like 2 years ago, I think. And we were at Disneyland. It was the day they lifted the COVID mandate from like wearing masks in public. I
Oh,
remember
wow.
that. It was June 15th. I think it was June 15th, the first day. So we were at Disneyland. We didn't have to wear masks. It was great. And then we just had the Superman drop that morning. We got a Superman. We each got a Superman collectible. It was awesome. So we're walking to the park, and I remember thinking, man, can you imagine when they actually sell digital collectibles at this park? With millions, like literally hundreds of thousands of people coming in every day to this park, or tens of thousands. I don't know, maybe I think it's like a couple 100,000 people a day coming to these parks and buying these digital collectibles using geolocation, like going on certain rides. You can go to different rides using geolocation to get certain collectibles. Like it's a small world. You know, it's typically not really busy during Christmas time. It's really crowded, but typically it's not a very busy ride. So you go there, it incentivizes people to want to go to that ride and ride it. You get a digital collectible for being in that area, and it's only maybe dedicated to that day. And you can sell it and trade it, whatever you want to do on the blockchain. And then Disney gets commission sales for life off these things. Like it makes so much sense. It makes so much sense.
We're super excited for geolocation. I see Rob already pulled up one of the platforms that we cover on the channel that has this built into their app already. FlickPlay. I don't know if you remember, they were in the Disney Accelerator program. And they showed a little video of them at the Disney, I guess, headquarters, and they were walking around, and if they went to a certain spot, almost like Pokemon Go type vibes, you went to a certain spot, you're able to purchase a collectible only at that spot. One of them was like a street post at the corner. So they were able to do that. So they do have the capability. I think they've kind of come back off of that for now, just to kind of build the platform out. But that was their initial thing on the Disney Accelerator, so they can always go back to it. They had a little program at the beginning where you went to a mural, so different murals in Santa Monica. If you went in front of it and you used the AR function, different things would happen on that mural. It was all planned out depending on where you were. So really cool technology that these guys have been able to bring out. And again, like we said earlier on, one of the reasons we follow these platforms to see what's possible. And if these guys are able to make that happen, it's just an easier step to get to your vision there of stuff in Disney parks, geo-referencing, geolocation, because you can say, hey, look, it's been working on FlickPlay, right? So, I mean, we really love this project.
That looks so good.
Huge shout out to Superstar Steve. He has the Superstar Money Cup in the top right corner. He has the Starboy on the skateboard in the bottom left corner. Obviously, got the Baby Shark, got the FlickPlay. This is the app. It's a free to download, guys. If you want to download it, you can go ahead. We actually are ambassadors for FlickPlay as well. And if you do purchase anything on it, when you check out on the web, you could type Superstar in the coupon code. You'll get 10% off if you're interested in the Baby Shark. Otherwise,
it's like only $15 or something for a Baby Shark.
That's awesome.
It's not expensive.
Yeah, or if you're interested,
there you go.
That's the thing. Starboy 2, you can import it in, and best AR in the game.
That's the other thing. They allow you to bring in NFTs from outside, like anything that you have in your wallet, you can import and put it on the host, or you can put it in a 2D frame, and you can video. Like they want to be like the TikTok of NFTs. So you can like almost. The one cool part is like the NFTs. If you click on them, the ones that are in the app, they have social ranking. So if an NFT is popular and it goes viral, it could have like super high social ranking, and then that might make that NFT more valuable if people are starting to implement them into the stuff, right? So they have that little different aspect as well. That's a cool idea. Yeah,
that's awesome.
Yeah. So we learn something from every project. I just want to point out on this one, they have a chat in like kind of like the veve feed, but they have their own kind of chat, more streamlined like Instagram. And of course, you could post videos, express yourself any way that you want.
So do they have like weekly drops, or how does it work in terms of the collectibles themselves?
It's definitely not weekly. They gap them out. You could buy them anytime. So the next drop is Bratz. That one there.
Wow, that's huge.
Yeah.
Wow, good for them. Congrats on that. Dang.
Yeah, and it'll be two-way interoperable as well. So they intend to making it so they didn't say how, that will be exportable out of their app into your wallet, and then you could sell it on third-party marketplaces, and then when you want, you can import it back in. The true kind of like Web3, right?
And it's fitting because I think Bratz is, Nick mentioned that Bratz is the #1 TikTok toy brand. So like that's the best socials on TikTok for a toy brand. Makes sense if you're building the TikTok of Web3.
Yeah. Oh man, that's awesome.
Yeah.
So I want to hear from you, Sean, on this one. Set us up on this one. You talked about candy a lot. Give us your thoughts.
Love Candy. Love Candy. I followed them a little bit before the merger with Palm NFT. But they were doing some really cool stuff, and I was super curious about them. And big shout to my buddy Steve Freelander. You guys all know Steve.
Yeah.
Great guy, and he was really bullish on Candy, and is bullish on Candy. And he was teaching me a lot about Candy Digital and the things they were doing. And what really attracted me, I know they have a lot of great partnerships, including the MLB and the Stranger Things movie props. I thought was really cool, really cool. Did you guys see that at all?
Actually, no.
Limited edition full 3D scans of actual props from the show, and they would sell them in digital format on awesome pedestals. So like I can imagine in the future when you actually can display these things in a really cool way, those are going to soar. Like, can you imagine doing like one of ones of actual props from films? I mean, I don't know if you guys know that props, it's a massive market. You go in this place called Julian's Auctions. They just had a huge auction recently. And there was like Harry Potter wands that sold for like $75,000 each.
Wow.
You know, like a golden snitch sold for like I think 20 or 30,000. Like just one little snitch. It's massive money in props, dude. It's crazy.
Rob, it's under Netflix. It's under Netflix there.
Oh yeah, I was just showing all the partners, but Sean, that's crazy. I guess there's always a market, the prop market. I can see those Harry Potter fans. What's it called again? The Stitch. What's it called again? The Snitch.
Yeah, Snitch.
It's been so long since I've seen the movie. I don't even remember. Yeah. But yeah, they want to. What is it? Quidditch. They want to play some Quidditch.
Quidditch. Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, it's but the Candy, man, it's been a real blessing being able to like navigate through that app and at the website, and it's fantastic being able to search for past sales, and this is the kind of stuff that we've been hoping for from other platforms. And it's nice to it's refreshing to validate my feelings about this stuff when you can actually go and what's the highest Batcal sale? What's the highest comic sale for Legendary Superman 1? And we can find that information now. And that's really going to help move the space forward, I think, and help educate people because they want that data. They're hungry for it, but we just don't have it. And it's kind of like stunning the growth of the community as investors specifically. I mean, collectors, you just collect what you love, right? But if you're trying to invest in things and you want to learn about this stuff, like imagine Go Collect. There's no Go Collect or GPA analysis, right? Being able to track past sales for comic books, it's hard. There's no frame of reference. So, yeah.
It's cool to see the edition numbers now on Candy. Obviously, that was something that was missing on Palm.
Big deal.
And I mean, they got other big brands. They got WWE. They got MLB. It's just something for everybody. I like that they did that. They gave a badge for the merger, that little spinny thing. So it was cool. Like they do the little fun badge. Things. Yeah. They seem to know how to communicate a little bit better and get into people's what they want, right? So I mean, it's been exciting to watch them flourish, and I like that they've continued with the back cowl stuff over there as well, right? Because that was something that people were worried about if that would still continue.
Yeah, definitely. And I've been so excited to see a company create an actual NFT project. That's something like an actual big company that's respectable and that has awesome IP, and DC Backhouse checks off all the boxes. It's a representation of the entire DC brand. And I know that DC, the films haven't done very well over the past 10, 15 years. And I think that's the difference between them and Marvel, is that Marvel, they crushed it. And it created so much popularity with the characters, and that helped the prices of the comics. And when the film started to do pretty bad, people kind of started falling out a little bit. But I think that's obviously going to change with Marvel. They've reconstructed a lot of things, but DC especially, I am incredibly excited for the future of DC with James Gunn taking over, because I'm all about James Gunn. I think he's a fantastic leader, and he's going to do a wonderful job. Yeah.
I love that you're bullish on DC because like I personally fall into the category that I did not like DC recently. I definitely can tell you I'm a Marvel fan. I am not really a DC fan. So maybe like a consumer like me, they can convert. If they put out a good product, right, they can convert that. And I love what you said, how the movies led to popularity, which helped the comic book prices. So
have you seen Peacemaker?
No.
Joe, have you seen Peacemaker?
No.
Watch the show Peacemaker, which is a James Gunn show based on a character from Suicide Squad. So he came in and did Suicide Squad when he got booted from Disney. He got a job with DC, and then he went back and finished Guardians 3, and then he got the head of film at DC after that. But he directed Suicide Squad, and John Cena plays a character called Peacemaker, and I remember the character in the movie, and I was like, he's all right. And they were going to make a show on him. Like, that doesn't make any sense. I saw the show. It is unbelievable.
It's a show,
Really?
Peacemaker.
It's a show. It's not like the best opening title sequence of any show I've ever seen. Like, and I could say that with confidence. Like, I am so excited for Peacemaker. Like, I love.
Wow.
I never thought I'd say that, but that's like a teaser of what we're going to see with DC, and that's all the creativity led by James Gunn, and that just shows like it. Go see Peacemaker, man. You got to watch it, guys.
Cool.
I'm so
I gotta
excited.
watch it.
I'm excited for you. Yeah.
But
yeah.
very cool because I mean I think I grew up a little earlier than Rob, and I remember like my dad making me watch Batman and the Superman and all the classics on TV, like the Blue Batman and Black, like that. That's what we used to call him when I was younger. I remember, so like I have more nostalgia with DC characters than I do with Marvel. But I mean it's cool to see both in the space. That's I think where we're spoiled, right?
Yeah.
So speaking of DC, we do have DC on McFarlane. Sean, why don't you start us off again? Do you participate in McFarlane? Do you have any collectibles? What are your thoughts?
I have a couple, but I haven't really participated lately. I really am hoping that I can buy with credit cards in the near future. Buying crypto is kind of it's a barrier to entry for me. I'm the comic guy, I'm not the crypto guy. It's Spencer's thing. So buying Matic, that's why another reason why I like Candy, because I can just use my credit card. That's awesome. I know some people prefer one or the other. So when that option does happen, I'm definitely going to start buying more. But I really love the quality of the collectibles that they're dropping. It's really awesome, man. Like, they're doing some really cool stuff. And the Action Comics one is really cool. I actually had a chance to see the physical in person I think it was New York Comic Con. It looked fantastic, and the digitals look great. And it's cool they created different scarcities like they did. Super cool. Do you know what the floors are for those right now?
He was right after the drop. He was like 200 for the cheaper one, but I don't know what the most rare one.
Sorry,
is. The Action Comics. Go down.
Oh, let's take a look.
It's probably like the second last one there.
It's probably at the bottom, right?
Yeah, that one there.
110 Matic right now, 81.
So
81.
But what's the rarer one? If you go on the left side there.
Yeah, I could filter by the rare one. Where is it here? It's rarity.
Because they're only like, I think,
exotic.
It's exotic.
50 of them.
599 Matic is the floor right now.
It's come down.
What's that at? What's like a?
That's like 500.
Wow.
500, yeah.
That's epic. Wow, that's amazing.
It looks sick.
I know they were looking.
Sick.
It's good that you brought that up because I know that they were talking about making credit card an option to buy, which I don't think they have.
You can't. Yet. You could buy credit card on like the pre-sales, but
on the mints.
Sorry, not on the pre-sale, on the public sale if it gets there. I think the early stuff was always like Matic. I don't know if they've changed it since though, but like you were able to buy credit card on the public sale. So like if something doesn't sell out, I think you can buy a credit card.
But back in the hype, everything sold out though. Back in the hype, everything sold out, right?
Well, the last two drops sold out in seconds. I don't know if they took it away, but I remember that was like that whole first wave of DC. It was all credit card on public, and then I'm not sure if it's the same. I haven't participated in a couple months now on here.
Yeah, I don't see an option here to use credit card at all. And I think that's a great point that you made, Sean. I think they got to make it. I mean, different collectible companies that we follow are very specific. They want to make it easy to buy so that your grandma can buy it for you, right?
Yeah. Even from the market, right? I think if you can buy from the store, but you can't buy from the secondary, that's a problem if you're not quick enough or if you can't figure out how to connect a wallet. Like, I think definitely for secondary to be able to buy with a credit card, that definitely should be possible.
And it's been awesome getting to know the team as well. Like Lee, big shout out to Lee. He's an awesome guy, and having a chance to meet Todd in person a couple of times. That's been it's been amazing. Like he's a legend, man. He's such a great guy. He's a genuinely good person. He's super excited about the future of the digital space. Genuinely, I mean, shoot, man, he signed my Todd on veve. I was like, I didn't even ask him. It's gonna be kind of weird because he's starting McFarlane Digital. I don't know, and he's like, no, I'll sign that. Of course. I mean, he endorses the space. Rising tide lifts all ships, and that's a big reason why I love Cryptoys. I love Candy Digital. I love veve. They're all the same way, the same mentality, and I appreciate that.
Rob, you see that poster on the top right of Sean's head? He's got a little. Let's make him bigger here for a second. He's got the lightsaber because we know you got a ton of those lightsabers, right?
Right there, yeah.
Rob, why don't you tell him which lightsaber you have on veve?
Why don't you show him? Why don't you show him? First of all,
There it is.
okay,
Yeah.
I
Why don't you
got
tell
the
him?
I got the number 54 Luke Skywalker. Hold on a second. I was having trouble turning this thing off.
May the 4th.
Did you really?
Yeah, I got the
you
number.
do?
I got the number 54 Skywalker lightsaber, and
Yo.
I actually listed it to sell for 5,400 gems. It never sold. It never sold.
Yeah.
But that is my pride and joy. I actually consider that that's my grill, in my opinion, because it's in a way it's meaningful, right? It's May the 4th Skywalker saber, and somebody actually reached out to me once. They wanted it, but of course, I mean, for me, I don't really care. I'm not going to sell it. I'm just holding on to it. Like it's, yeah.
Good for you, man. That is incredible foresight on you to grab that mint. First of all, it's a sub 100 mint. It's a super low mint, and on top of that, you have 5/4 May the 4th. That is crazy double value there.
Well,
so
like I got it on the drop though. I didn't buy it.
Oh, you got on the drop?
You got the juju.
I got the juju. Okay, I got the juju.
You legend. Are you kidding me? That's amazing, dude.
No,
you gotta hold on it.
I remember when I bought it, I was on the phone with Joe, and I'm just like, oh, I got the number 54. He's like, oh.
Dude. When did that hit you? Did you bring it up? Like, dude, that's May 4th.
Well, we knew right away. We knew.
Oh, right away. Oh, you did. Okay.
We knew, but like we were just
cool, man.
It was just like we were just.
It was
shocked.
in shock. We never really hit like a low mint before that. I don't think.
Yeah,
That's
and then
wild.
we ended up getting Thanos on that. Remember the airdrop Thanos when we had the Infinity Gauntlet? We got number 49 and 50. He got 49. I got 50. What's the chances of that?
I feel like it's the way they awarded
them.
Yeah,
dude, that's wild. That's crazy.
I feel like it was the way that they awarded them, but that's
maybe if we crafted at a certain time or whatever, because we crafted right at the same time.
I don't know. I was like, I feel like I was one of the first ones, and I got like 2,000 or
we feel like it was backwards. We waited till the end.
Yeah, I was like, oh, you wait to the end. Oh,
so they minted them backwards. That's what we feel like.
We think
that's interesting.
But you have like 100 of these lightsabers, don't you?
More than that.
What do you have?
1% or something.
I'm at, so for Luke alone, I'm at 220 now, 225.
Wow, 220?
Yeah, 225. And then for Yoda, I think I'm at 60. And then Okana, I think I'm at 15.
Nice.
Oh, Ahsoka, sorry.
Ahsoka, yeah.
Ahsoka. And who else? Who else is up there? What are the lightsabers? Oh, it was Yoda. I think Yoda.
Kylo, right?
Around 50. Oh, yeah. Kylo, I think of 40.
And Mace Windu.
So
they had Mace Windu,
lightsaber
right?
whale.
I went crazy on him, man. I mean, really, just it made sense to me, just based on popularity for these things. It's the one collectible on the app that anyone around the world can recognize it, and they'll appreciate it, and they'll love it. You probably heard about that article, the Time Magazine article. Did you ever hear about that one? There's a Time Magazine article that said, it was titled, "You won't believe how many lightsabers are sold every year." 10 million. And this was back in 2014. 10 million.
That's before they had it at Disney, probably. And now you have it at Disney in the parks, right? So
exactly.
Even more.
So, I mean, and then so the worldwide accessibility for these things, it just makes sense. I mean, there's hundreds of millions of Star Wars fans, and there's only 19,000 of the Luke, and only 154.
It's true.
Only 154. But that's another. So that's what I want to bring up. I'm glad I thought of this. I'm really excited for the opportunity to make offers. If somebody really wants your 54, they can hit you up, even if it's not on the marketplace. They'll hit you up, and they can make you a gem offer, maybe even a crypto offer in the future, or even a trade, and you can accept it or decline it.
Yeah,
we're seeing that in other apps too. We see that on like the Wax platform. It's been there forever. So I'm really excited when that happens, because that's going to be a real game changer. You don't have to search for mints anymore.
It's true. Wax, and now you can search mints. So that's another cool thing on the search bar. You can search mints. So that's pretty cool. But Wax just dropped Harry Potter. I mean, that was a pretty big deal. Cool. I think we might have retweeted your tweet on that one. I can't remember who we shared out on there. But
did you just go for it?
Yeah, you know what? We got lucky. I went for one of the premium packs, and we landed the dragon. So physical.
Oh,
so
good job.
I'm not familiar with the character at all. So, I mean, I showed a couple of my buddies like, oh, I know that guy, but I mean, we're all obviously going for the Grail Harry, but I mean, I'm happy. It looks cool. The card looks sick, and we'll see how it goes. I'm excited to see how the process is to get to the physical, because I know you guys did the Ninja Turtle one, right? Early on, the first one. Yeah.
Definitely. Yeah. Yeah. And here's a great tip for you guys too. Make sure to mark your calendars, because when they airdrop you a token, it'll say in the details. If you go to whether it's the Grail or the Legendary, you look in the details and it'll say when the token is going to be airdropped.
Yeah.
People will redeem that token and then just discard their NFT like it's a receipt.
Oh.
They'll just sell it for. You'll see prices go like right now. I'm presuming. Let's just say it's around 300 or 400 for Harry Potter. It'll probably be worth $20 or $30 after the token drops, and you can just start sniping low deals. I mean, this is FA. It's FA Harry Potter on the blockchain, man. It's wild, dude.
That's true. That's a good point. Look at that girl afterwards.
Could you imagine that? If that was on veve, what that would go for? 999 FA Harry Potter's nuts. Yeah.
Insane.
So, yeah, something to think about. It might be worth grabbing a couple.
Yeah, and I was just going to say one more thing about just finishing off with McFarlane here is that speaking of like the offers and being able to make offers, when you're on a blockchain, you can do these kind of things. That's one of the strengths of McFarlane. Remember, we learned something from every project. They took a real Web3 approach where it's truly like the Wild West in the sense that you can make offers whoever you want. You have it in your own wallet. You get hacked, it's your problem kind of thing, right? So, and then you have to buy with crypto. So it's like the true kind of Web3. They're banking on just apps, like other providers partnering with their NFTs and allowing them to be imported in. And maybe we'll see that soon.
Being cool for giveaways. You can just like literally drop them in someone's wallet if you want. Like if I want to give you one, I have your wallet. I just send it to your wallet address and it's in your wallet. It's been awesome for us for that.
Wow, that's awesome, guys. Yeah, that's cool. I really want to give away digital collectibles again.
Yeah,
us too. I mean, we do, but we would like to give away like veve, crypto, stuff like that. But okay, we're gonna move on to one more here. I know you guys are familiar. Actually, two more. This will be the last one I know you're involved in. I love Game Assaults.
Yeah.
What do you think about this?
Oh, super cool! And huge shout out to the founder Davis Breimer. Such an awesome guy. We had a chance to meet him at San Diego Comic-Con.
Oh,
San Diego Comic-Con, yeah. And we did a really cool, fun scavenger hunt giveaway with Agnes Barbosa, and it was just a fun time, man. It was a really fun time. Getting to meet him in person, but also just learning about this awesome company over the past 6 months to a year, and seeing the amazing things that they're doing. It's such an innovative idea, and no one's doing it. And again, this is what's fun, right? This is another company that's doing something completely different.
Yeah.
It's really exciting to see all these amazing ideas and companies start to really take off and do their own thing. This is really exciting stuff.
They are definitely an interesting, like they got the whole like gamification going on, like in the middle of watching a film. Like this is why we learn from everybody that's utility. They got a marketplace now as well, so you can actually trade them. They are pretty quick on the marketplace. They delivered for their community. We've also have had an AMA with them, and we learned a lot about it. So you guys can always go back and check out. If you type in Superstar Game Assaults, I'm sure you'll find the AMA there. You can search on our channel as well.
They do a bunch of utility and stuff too. They had physical cards shipped to us because we were in that OG club. Very cool to see them picking and choosing things from other projects that they can implement into theirs to keep that familiarity, but at the same time, starting out with some unique gaming. And there you go, top secret. That's going to self-destruct. Awesome, you better be careful.
That's awesome, yeah.
No, I mean, and it brought back nostalgia, especially Inspector Gadget. I mean, very cool.
Yeah, very, very cool. Absolutely. So we're keeping on this. And then the last one that we want to talk about.
I think you'll be interested in this one, Sean, because this is one that we just recently started covering. And we saw it actually on a Top Pops video, he's a big Funko collector on YouTube, over 2 million subscribers. And he was talking about this, and we reached out to them, and they've been like awesome. They really want to get to know the Web3 community. And the reason we thought it made sense is because they do physical mystery boxes, but basically for like all different kinds of collectibles. They have PSA cards, Pokemon cards, they got Lorcana, they've got Funko Pops in there. One of the upcoming mystery boxes is going to be the golden Willy Wonka and Charlie Funko Pop that sold for $200,000 recently. So that's going to be in one of the mystery boxes coming up. Like these guys are no joke. They're no joke.
There's less than 6 of those I think in existence, or like less than 10.
Yeah, and somehow they have access to one of them. It seems
so you know about them.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Big time. Apparently, half of them went to people within the company.
Wow.
Dude, that's insane. What the heck?
They're
Yeah,
crazy.
so, I mean,
they're crazy. Their giveaways are I mean, the probability aspect of it is going to be a low chance. But what's cool about this one is
look at it, it's right there.
There it is.
They've
Okay.
combined
Oh my God.
digital and physical in a different way. So you're not buying an NFT in this case, but what you do is you have the option. If you don't like what you get, if you go to the store, you buy Pokemon cards, there's a chase item you don't get, you're stuck with the physical cards. A lot of people just store them away forever. If you try to resell them, you get a few cents, let's say on eBay. What they've done here is they just made it a little bit easier. You're going to win a physical item. You can then ship it to your house, or you can give it back to them, and they will give you a small compensation, which you can then use to fund going for another thing on the app. So if you are somebody who's into blind boxes, if you're someone who likes and enjoys, you understand that you're probably not going to get like the best thing in the box, but you enjoy going for it anyways, trying to get that chase item. If you're into physical collectibles, especially cards like Pokemon cards, Lorcana, we got the Mickey D23 card, only 100 in existence here.
They have a D23 Mickey in there. That's like worth thousands of dollars, Lorcana. So this was from the Fan Expo.
Yeah, I've been following these.
Familiar with that, right? So
yeah. Oh, yeah.
So, I mean, some of the stuff they got, and that's a gem mint 10. It's crazy. It's crazy what they've got. I mean, they've got that.
Yeah, just so you guys, I was just gonna say, if this is just something that we're gonna be covering a lot more, but we want to bring this up at the end in case you weren't aware of it, and we're gonna talk about it a lot more going forward. But I think we covered them all. Is there any other companies on your mind, Sean, that you want to bring forward before we close out here, or do we hit them all?
We hit a lot of them. Another one I really like is Neon Rift.
Okay, I'm not familiar with that.
Heard of that.
Let me pull it up. Hold on.
So really cool.
Let's see. Play Neon. Is it? No.
Neon Rift.
I found a YouTube video on it, but no, unavailable. Should I type in Neon Rift? Is it an NFT project?
Oh, no, Eon Rift.
Oh, Eon Rift. I think I found
Eon
it.
Rift.
Let me pull this up. Hold on. There it is. Is this it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, cool.
Tell us about it.
Yeah, so they're basically it's a company that's creating comic books and video games and trading cards, and it's all under one really cool IP. They have an NFT collection. It's really cool leadership team, and actually one of the writers is Tom Waltz, and we had a chance to have one of the leadership team members and also Tom Waltz on our podcast. And Tom Waltz is the co-creator of The Last Ronin. So, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. So it's literally like Kevin Laird, Peter Laird, Kevin Eastman, who are the original creators, and Tom Waltz.
Wow.
So those three created, The Last Ronin. And it was such a fun interview, man. Like, it's very not too often where I'm like so excited about a company that's building an amazing stuff that I'll go and immediately buy something from the company right afterwards. Me and Spencer and I both were like, okay, we're getting Rifters like immediately afterwards. Definitely check out that interview when you have a chance. And if you want an introduction, I'm sure they'd love to come on your channel, man. They're just a fantastic team and really excited about the things we're working on.
This is crazy.
Quality looks insane. Yeah.
This is a full-blown game.
Yeah.
This is a proper game here. And I guess you're buying NFTs that you can import to the game?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So they essentially like the idea behind this, I believe, and I'm sorry guys if I'm wrong on this, but it's a mixture between like Akira and Blade Runner. That's kind of like the style they're going for in this this game.
What blockchain is it? Is it Ethereum based? Do you know?
What I think it'll probably say I'm pretty sure it's the Ethereum blockchain, but I'm not 100%.
Cool.
Interesting.
We gotta definitely look into it, Ron.
Yeah,
we'll look into this for sure.
It's so cool, man. The stuff that they're doing, really impressive.
Marvel Snap.
And the comic books are animated.
Wow, really?
Yeah, we've always talked about this.
That was our dream.
Yeah, scroll down, dude. They have examples, dude. Yeah, it's really rad. Really rad. And they have a trading card game that they're developing.
They're doing everything.
Yeah. Dude, it's crazy. It's impressive. Oh yeah. There's Tom. Yeah.
So there's a video, IGN. Do you guys have serious background here?
So we had Chris on and Tom. Yeah, it was really fun. So I think it's on. Maybe it's on. If you keep rolling down, you'll probably run into it.
Oh, I'm at the end here. This is it here. Maybe the roadmap.
No, it's probably maybe it's in a different tab.
For
Let's
comic
try.
books, is there a comic book tab? What?
There's trading card game,
So you
digital
probably can't.
collectibles,
Yeah, you can't click any of those. Maybe if you
comics.
scroll a different tab on the top. Is there anything up there? Like maybe
Oh
you
yeah,
can-
there is. There's comics, shop,
Yeah,
light
Yeah,
click
paper.
comics.
Go comic. Yeah,
Okay, comics.
there you go. Yeah, you'll see that at the very top.
Oh, at the
You'll
top
see
has it
You see the. Oh no, my bad. You scroll down.
right
you'll see
here.
it. Oh, there it is. Yeah. There it
The
goes.
comic actually moves. It moves as you go through it. That was always our dream when we talked about digital comics. That was like a speculation aspect that we
right
always
there,
talked about.
collectible motion pages. Scroll down, right there.
Yeah, that's amazing. Now,
Yeah.
and
That's
who knows
sick.
what will happen? That's like step one. And then we always used to speculate to the hologram aspect of it. When you wear the glasses, you open the comic book, and boom, it tells you the story. But cool. All right, thanks for sharing that, Sean. Anything else?
And on top of that, the burning mechanics on here are really cool too. So take a deeper dive into this when you have a chance. But super exciting the things that they're working on, and the creative team, the leadership team, it just checks off all the boxes, the quality of the product, and it's all original IP. That's what's really rad about it. It was super fun to hear Tom, who's really excited. I mean, he's like, I am so excited to be a part of this. So excited. You know, I mean, this guy is best friends with Kevin Eastman. They're going to go barbecue after this. And he's talking about how he's excited about Web3 and the digital space. It's cool, man. It's really exciting to be a part of all this, you know? So
nice.
That's sick. And they have and it sounds like these guys got a lot going on here, and they're using their own IP to streamline this. It's insane. Yeah. Wow. Crazy. All right. Is there any other projects you want to share before we close out?
I know once we close out, I'm going to say, dang it. But that means another episode. And next time maybe I'll have you guys on. I'll talk
Sounds
good.
Sure.
Yeah. Well, nice.
Well, we covered a lot. Thanks for coming on. Glad talking to you about this, getting your perspective on all these projects. We did do a lot as we went 51 minutes long on this. So thank you for your time going through it.
I want to show one thing, guys. Don't forget tomorrow to check out their channel. Obviously, they're doing a special reveal with David Yu. What's it going to be? You're going to have to find out. You're going to have to go Comics and Crypto tomorrow, see what it's about. Shout out to you guys for helping to host that and provide that for the fam. And I mean, I can't wait. Can't wait to see what it is. We got, like Rob said earlier, we got our own speculation, so we'll have to wait.
It's going to be a fun one, guys. It's going to be really cool.
Yeah.
And thanks for having me. This has been a lot of fun, man. I miss you guys. This has been a lot of fun.
For sure.
Absolutely. Welcome anytime. And again, thank you for joining us. Again, Comics and Crypto. Definitely, we're going to call them leaders in the space, not only for their ability to share their knowledge on comics, but their willingness to diversify and show the rest of us about these amazing projects that they've experienced. We just learned right now about Eon Rift, for example, right there. You got it.
Yeah.
So, thanks for coming on, Sean. And guys, oh wait, Joe,
you gotta do one thing.
We gotta do one thing. Yes, right.
There it is. Standing ovation.
We gotta send you off the right way.
You sit here for 50 minutes, you get the standing ovation.
That's it. You've been here long enough. You're getting the standing go. You're getting the standing go. All right, guys. If you haven't already, don't forget, become a superstar. Smash the subscribe button. Join the superstar fam. Hit the bell notification buddies. Get every single video every single day. We do not miss. We're here for you every single day. Also, thank you to our VIPs, guys. $2.99 a month. Star Wars game. Extra spreadsheets, giveaways. Guys, thank you so much. Take care, and we'll see you next one. Bye.
Love you. Bye.